believe that is the pre-roll killing ads done. Hello, everyone. Hey, what's good? I have to switch to browser source real quick. Because these people are just using music, which, hey, fair, that's your prerogative. I can't play that. They'll kill me. And yeah, hey everybody, I'm Ty. We found some new channels that I want to check out who explore abandoned spaces. So I don't know if these channels are like good, whack, etc. We'll find out together. I'm just always excited. How's Joe doing? Great question. We're not gonna watch Joe today. He's not on the menu. So yeah, we're gonna watch some of these. Hopefully find some channels we now crave in the future. There we go. Hey. Yeah, it hasn't even been snowing that bad today in general. I think it was just like something melted off a building and hit a line or something. I don't know. It was just a couple hours of no internet. I was lucky. I had power the whole time. There were folks who did not have power the whole time. Especially in Denver. I think there's like 50,000 people lost power. Oh, man. Look at that sun bleaching. Oh, my God. Look at that. It took my brain like a minute to parse that there was text down here. It almost looks like when an AI tries to like write text and it like fucks it up and starts blurring all the letters together and it's like Fudida Cobra. That's just like Notch's house. Oh my God, that's so sad. There's just a wall of candy that no one's ever gonna take from. Oh no, the double bubble, the bubble gum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, the Notch candy wall. Oh, rest in piss, brother. Ooh. Wait, hot tips to be better at shopping. How do you get, on better shopping? Okay. So we're going to find where the good stores are. That's a beautiful arch. It's so strange that malls have these moments of like grand construction. Oz's channel intro. They're the proper people. They explore places. Yeah? Sorry, sometimes the things I Oh, the subtitles are off the bottom of the screen. Yeah, one sec. Oh, it for some reason it captured incorrectly. Hold on, just a moment. Thank you for that catch. That is just fully off angle a little bit. I got you. Yo, you don't see those anymore. I think like my aunt's house had these in the bathroom, like largely around the mirror, where you just have those fully translucent bulbs just lining the outside edge with a hot mirror. That shit is so tight. They don't make that no more. Yeah, no problem, Suno Kitsune. If there's ever like, you know, I guess for lack of a better term or a more nuanced term, an accessibility issue, like subtitles are messed up or audio is just like someone's totally unhearable, yeah, always feel free to let me know. Now, if it's like there's no audio whatsoever, you know, maybe wait until one or two people react. Those aren't even like old light bulbs. That's what's so fucked up is, so like you'll find in some modern places, particularly like, you know, like fancy meat place, like restaurants where they serve you fancy meat, you know, where the guy has a beard and like black gloves, you know, who serves you the meat. They have Edison bulbs where they like intentionally glow at like a bright orange. No, these were just like full ass light bulbs. It was wild. And they were like specialty bulbs too. They were messed up. Yo, big basketball hoop? Yo, big basketball hoop? I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that. Who hey, I need a gang to show up with some fucking ladders and we're taking this thing. I'm putting that is now the chandelier at my new remake of Phantom of the Opera, but with the Harlem Globetrotters. Well, Sam Fisher. I hope you were ready to hide behind edges and crevices and nooks and crannies. Who are they hiding from? The cops. You might ask, why would cops come to kick somebody out of an abandoned mall that has been abandoned for 100 years? Why would they care? Why would that even be a little bit on their radar? That's a great question, Mega Man, because they have to be rude to the homeless. That is more important to them than anything else. And they crave conflict inherently. Yeah. This dude is bold for wearing shorts. I will say that. I'd be wearing joggers, and like normally I'm a little weirdo who pulls up his joggers to his knees because my calves get hot. My calves overheat. But I would be keeping them bad boys down. I don't want no tetanus, no weird moss. Imagine if you get touched by weird moss. What then? Respirators probably wise. Hey, as long as you're just passing through the mold for a little bit, you'll probably be okay. As long as you're not like super allergic to it. I wouldn't like spend a long time. I guess that's the concern, right? Is if they're filming, they're probably spending like a lot of time, more time than is obvious here. That's a little bit concerning. I'm so excited for when Shopping Simulator adds in the ability to customize store. Oh, did you all hear? They added stalkers to the game. So you can stock a back room and they will actually do the shelves for you now. So that's going to be another marathon stream soon. I'm excited. Store's about to pop off another level. There is one problem, and that is as soon as the stalkers restock a shelf, they do throw the box away, which means the mountain is probably going to end soon. We had a good run though. Yeah, I kind of wish they would just ADR this. I wonder if this is a one-off thing, like they're only whispering because they're next to a cop station, or if they always whisper. Because they're always whispering, I'm gonna die on this. Also, what is this strange fake ad? What is this Fallout 3 looking ass? With a big bar on his hip, like right? Yeah, I mean, if you could find a 5 cent power bar anywhere, I would buy probably like 10,000. They last for a while, right? Wait. Are you like explaining that there's gonna be mold? Yeah, man, no one's working here. Wow, I would really hate to work here. Yeah, that's why nobody works here. Yeah, definitely found the mold house. Oh, one of those places with a little fake overhang, but the spiders have taken it. These to me were always the stupidest shit in malls, where they're like, we put a place that looks like a regular restaurant inside of a mall. I'm like, it's cool. I'm in a mall. I just want to do mall stuff. Like, I'm cool with the food court. That's like a big part of the experience, I think, is like walking around and sometimes getting like one goodie from one place and one goodie from another place if you feel like it. They'll let you do that. You can get fries from one place, some chow mein from another, and then get a Sbarro's to throw in the trash. Have a full mall experience. But no, they're like, we want it to look like a Pizza Hut buffet. I wonder if there's any malls by me. Well, probably. You know any mall rats? I don't know if I'd call this a biome, but I would say that the mushrooms are clearly winning this battle. Chat immediately. Eat it, pussy. Taste them. It would be interesting. Yo, thanks for in the five stream watch streak. I appreciate that. What do you have to do for this? Like, probably like slice them in half or something, spore print them, see if they like shed purple. Who knows? You will surely not regret eating 4 to 5 random mall mushrooms. Mario eats it, but like instead of powering up, he just puts on like a really big like 80s power suit. Doctor Who would be scared shitless by those. Oh. Champs. Yo, 15 streams. Thank you. It's like 2.5 weeks. Thanks. I appreciate that a lot. Disney. They took out the Disney. They left the outline. God, Disney stores. Disney in general had such a habit, and they probably still do it. I haven't really been paying attention to Disney and Disney's whole shit. Dude, they always felt the need to make their storefront or their store look extremely different than everything around it. Yo, Hoishi Oinku. Oh, thinking about racing pigs. Thanks for the resub. Oh, I love Hoishi Oinku. Do your best, Hoishi Oinku. But the most ridiculous one was like, so they would always make their stores look different at the cost of like a ton of space. So they had all these like random curved features in all this shit, a huge weird storefront with a bunch of extra pillars, all sorts of stuff. The most ridiculous one I remember is Disney Zone. I think that was what it was called, right? Disney Zone or like Disney something? Fuck. Disney Quest. Disney Quest. That's what it was. Yeah, the arcade one. The Disney Quest in Chicago. I remember going like shortly after it opened. That place, the building on the outside was fucking insane. Compared to the rest of Chicago, and Chicago was so pissed off and like reasonably. Let me show you what the Disney. Now, this was just in the middle of like a pretty normal part of Chicago is like the part I need to highlight here. I don't know if this is the Chicago one, but this is what the building looked like. Let me just go ahead and windmill slam this bad boy over for you. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. Oh, thank you for picking us up from the Humble Store. So it looked like this. Like in the middle of fucking Chicago, there was just a giant like teal building with a bunch of weird curves and curly cues all over of it. Like just in the middle of a bunch of other buildings with a place that's like super well set up. Like the thing is, it was like a very nice looking area already, and then they just like slammed this fucking eyesore down in the middle. Like, hey, if you have that in the middle of Disney World, great, that fits right in. Not where it was. Yeah, they were like that. I don't think that's the Chicago one, but they looked like that. It was a giant square building that was teal with curly cues and shit all over it, and everyone in Chicago hated it. I think my favorite part about the Disney Quest building, though, is that you could not see inside anywhere. Like, it was the most fully enclosed space I've ever seen. Like, light could not reach the core of the Disney Quest building. The old dew. Oh my god, that water bottle turned into a mummy. Okay, to be fair to the 90s, part of the reason this color palette is 90s specifically is because it is a few different pigments that have faded to a similar color. It took about 30 years to get there. Bit more faded. And Florida has if you've never seen the like pink and teal mall, like what is, considered like the very vapor wavy color scheme or whatever. Holy shit, do they all use this? Didn't he say closed in 2008? You've never been in a mall, then, have you? They do not. They do not update. Some of those malls that were built in the 70s in Florida closed in like 2015 and looked like they were built still in the 70s. Yeah, malls aren't big on overhauls. They are comedically expensive. And remember, who owns the mall? A person who rents out a bunch of space to individual shops. That's right, a landlord. So nothing gets fixed. God, the can lights on the side too. What is this fountain? I kind of like how the fountain's got like moss and shit growing into it. Yo, the forbidden map. Oh, this is where you can print out your dick image if you need to print out a dick image. Yo, that card background though, holy shit, that one's tight. Yo, wait. Yo, give me that orange poker hand, bro. Yeah, it's a photo studio. I want that orange background poker hand. That's sick. I'm gonna have to like find that online and use it as a green screen background. Yeah, it is fun to think that there was a time where if you wanted like a decent like you wanted like a high quality photo of your family that you could like print out and make copies of that looked good. Yeah, you just had to go in. It was wild. Yeah, this is one of those pieces of machinery that it's like it's incredible that it was left behind, but also I'm like thinking like who would have a use for it other than like an enthusiast. Oh, one frame of that. If you're under 18, let us know so that we don't take a picture of your D. 4 poses and four poses only. We are not responsible for the subject moving or blinking, etc. If your baby wiggles, skill issue. Make your baby wiggle less. That's on you. I'm not the baby whisperer. That's not my job here. There will be no retakes or refunds. Wild. Special softening effects are used in all studio shots to enhance picture quality, giving it a warmer, more romantic feel. Yo, are they telling me that they put Vaseline directly on the lens? Can we get a tier list of the 4 heavenly poses? Ganryu. Special softening, and thank you for the bits. For best picture quality, it is recommended that hats, glasses, and extreme use of red lipstick. I wonder if their cameras had an overexposure red issue. Where like if there was too much of too bright of a red, it would like fuck up the other colors. That sometimes happened with like old photography. Where if there's like really extreme ends of like red or blue, it can like mess with the color sensors in a way. I have no idea though. That's my idea. If it's not that, I have no fucking clue. Pictures not claimed within 5 days are no longer the responsibility of D- Image Studios. I'm really feeling like it is D- now, based on all these rules. If you intend to receive your package before you leave, picture must be taken 30 minutes before closing. That's reasonable. D- Image Studios reserve the rights to all pictures taken and or developed in their studio. Due to personal safety, photographer and individuals taking pictures are only allowed in studio at a time. Parents may accompany children. Parents, please note that we're not running a daycare. Please have children controlled all. If your baby wiggles, that's not our problem. I can't get over how much it's not their problem. Sorry, no checks. It's wild to think that was like such a prevalent problem for a while. Because now we have like, internet communication systems. So I just swipe a card. It knows that it's my card, verifies it 4 different ways, sends it off to the bank. The bank immediately says, yeah, you got it, and then does it on the spot. As opposed to like, you write us a check, and then we go at one point to go cash the checks, and then the bank tells us your check isn't your check ain't valid. Your check is not valid. And yeah, you just had to hold that. Like the bank would charge them a fee, but you in general would just hold that. Yeah. It was like, yeah, here's a slip of paper that may or may not be real. Good luck. So yeah, wild to think that was a thing that people just let rock. I've had to use checks within the last like 2 years. Holy shit. Can we appreciate this photo quality? And like, surely that's had some chemical wear just from time, like some degradation, but damn. No appointment needed. But if your kid wiggles, we'll kill you. No. Thanks for the follow. My hamburger helper, I don't know what I might do. 67 is the sum of 5 consecutive primes. Huh. That's great.
67 is the sum of 5 consecutive primes.
Thanks for the resub.
7 plus 11 plus 13 plus 17 plus 19.
Like 40 plus 50, 67. Yeah, that's 67. Huh. How about that? Crazy. Thanks for the resub. The more you know. Oh, don't be a wiener, chat. How bad could the forbidden gumball be? It's just old sugar. You know what? I'll be honest. I've probably had gumballs that old. Closed in 2008, currently 2023. I think I've had gumballs that old. There was a place I used to get my hair cut. It was a barber in Lowell, Indiana. And there was a gumball machine in there that I remember getting a gumball from that had just entirely desiccated. It had become largely a powderous mass, which was not what I had intended to receive when I bit into the gum. Not good. Was not great. Didn't love it, but didn't, kill me. Given I was like, 8, so I probably just could have, I could have just parried it with my child immune system. No. Thanks for the watch, Drink Simon. Yeah, exactly, Talarn. Like it like hollows out inside of itself. Like it like dehydrates up into the sphere edges. Holy shit. Banking at a mall. Banking at the mall. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. The mall was the place, bro. They had solved how convenient online shopping could be, but they didn't have online yet. Chewed the gum from a 30-year-old Jaws 3D trading card once. Would not suggest. Cool. I'll keep it in mind, boy, because I don't think... I wonder how many, like, baseball card collectors have come across the ancient gum and, not been able to resist the voices. My favorite part about mirrored surfaces everywhere is it is such a pain in the ass to clean. Oh my god. I'm glad YouTube's auto captioner took someone crunching on some glass as applause. MRE Steve smokes the ancient smokes. Weirdly enough, I feel like an ancient cigarette I'm like more okay with than like an ancient piece of candy. Because like the cigarette's already like dried leaves. Like what's it going to do? Get more dry? Ty, it's going to get a bunch of mold in it. Well, I mean like the mold's burning. How bad can that be? Almost certainly terrible. I mean, don't be a wiener. Ancient cigs might be healthier. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, look at these. They've turned into little fucking Clemsons, bro. They've become the Clementine Orange. Woo! Yo, they're wrinkly. Oh my god. Never mind. These are way worse than the ones. Everyone, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I was fucking wrong. These are way worse than anything. I've never seen them wrinkle. Near Automata. That's some handsome moss. I gotta say, that's some idealized moss. Yo, thank you for the resub. Montgomery Mall.
Music.
Yes. Weird old children's toy out in the middle of nowhere is like the classic. Oh, this is post added music. They do this all the time. Every Dead Mall channel does this. Artificial diegetic, I think would be the term, right? Like they're pretending it's coming from the world, but it's not. I guess all diegetic media is that too, because video games, it's not really there. They're just making it seem like it's there. So, Naked Snake did. You know what? This isn't really a good time for this. I'm not gonna get into this philosophy at the moment. Because like it is diegetic, it's just artificially diegetic, as opposed to non-diegetic, which would just be, having the music be blatantly over the top as a score as opposed to trying to mix it in. Now that's an insane aesthetic. Holy shit, that's an insane aesthetic. The super thin spider web across the artificial flowers. Oh my god. Nature's healing. Cool. That yeah. Hey, who wants to get a parasite at the mall? That's mosquito larva, isn't it? Yeah, that's absolutely mosquito larva. Yeah, because they show up everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, you get those a lot in standing bodies of water in Indiana. So not surprised Alabama. Alabama's got a lot of swamp traits that it shares with the swamps of Indiana. That doesn't surprise me. Where's the Sbarro? Hot tips. Where's the Sbarro? That's the tip I need. Where can I get a delicious Italian slice? Authentic. Mamma mia. Just like a mama used to make. Oh. Yeah, running around in the summer in Alabama inside of an abandoned building made of glass and mirrors. Oof. Oof. Doing urbex in the Alabama summer sounds like a cool way to fucking die, dude. No, I can guarantee you the sluggishness is that they feel like they're being like smothered with like weird ethereal blankets. Source. I too have been smothered by this strange ethereal blanket. It's awful. It's disgusting in there. Me looking at the outside and seeing a huge amount of mold on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, man. Man, I would absolutely steal one of these letters. You know I would steal a P, dude. I'd steal a P for sure. There's no way this P's not getting away from. I'll like find a way to power it. Yo, Bufang Rejing? What was that? Why I roll a W in Mandarin? That's not right. So say Bufang Wei Jing as in please don't add MSG, but whatever. My Mandarin's trash anyway. Yo, they got the big bold Dr. PP. Holy shit. You don't see that very often. The full block letter, no gradient, no shadows, nothing, just Dr. PP. Little sun kissed. Damn. Damn, look how faded that nacho cheese sauce sign is on the left. You can't even see the cheese on them chips, brother. It's gone. And there's a neon burger outline? And you're not taking that either? That's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all for, like, preserving historical stuff. I do not think the ruins of an abandoned mall count as some shit I care about preserving. Preserving it on film and then taking the good stuff, I think is valid this once. Yeah, it is funny that they say this is frozen in time. It's like, I don't know. I can see what time did. I would go as far as to say it is being actively ravaged by time. I don't know why I'm being like, ooh, laminate. Very of the era. Just got me a little bit. Hey, can we take a moment to talk about how insane these were? And the idea of 4 people using them at the same time? Can you imagine 4 different people using a phone at the same time here? How would you hear or talk to anybody? I'd go crazy. It'd be like trying to like calm down a horse in the club. What do? It's all there to ruin you. Worked in a call center. Yes. You know what? That's a good point. I think working in a call center would kill me instantly. Is that a sensible chuckle from Dr. Dubs?
It is. I was mostly just getting very, very mad at the positioning of the phones.
Right? Like, how are you supposed to talk to somebody? Oh my God, I'd go insane.
Oh no, I mean the gap between like the 3 and the fact that the one on the left is just lower than everything else, and it is actually fucking me up so much.
You mean, okay, cool. Chat said it at the same time as I was thinking it of, you mean the phone's kerning? How they kerned the phone bad? What? Yeah, what happened there? Was that like a late edition, do you think? Or... Huh. Oh, you know what I bet it is? As somebody who's done some work on a home recently and is like drilled into walls and stuff. Yeah, I almost guarantee there was a pipe. They found where the mounts were gonna go, had them all lined up, wrote them down, and then checked and were like, fuck, there's a water main right here. And so they just had to scoot it over. Yeah, the one is the wheelchair accessible one is the one on the left. That's not the one I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm talking about the one that has a huge fucking gap to the right because they probably like smushed all 3 together, lined them up, and then there was just crap turlet or the turlet pipe back there.
Yeah, because I don't know if it is actually that, but like just towards the bottom, you can just see a little very, very faint black hole sort of on the last tile. They probably did actually start drilling and went, oh, wait a sec.
Whoopie doodle. Subliminal advertisement for The Gap. Yeah, because unlike you, other explorers aren't wieners and are like, I'm taking that neon. I'm giving this neon a home where it'll be fucking appreciated. Like, if I was an Urbex person, and I'm not, and I guess this is probably part of why, if I saw neon, I would immediately start trying to get like every letter of the alphabet in as many different fonts as possible. Like, that would be my collection for sure.
I'd be stealing every single one of these colored tiles.
Oh, man. The orange? Dude, that orange is like borderline Coquelicot. That is like good shit. Mm. That like real that vibrant indigo they got where it like almost looks black and then you get close and you're like, ooh, yo, look at that take home a dozen kid. What a little nerd.
Oh, he's the coolest. He's so cool.
I would like a double doozy. A double doozy, also known as like a cookie ice cream sandwich. I want it though.
Oh,
Cookies.
cookies.
Cookies. Big diagonal shot. Cookies. Titty. Faust's thick wife has appeared on the right. Yo, they had the neon was only in the eye and the foot. This might come off as a stupid question, and I apologize if it is, but so like one of the reasons that malls were so prolific in North America and in like USA in general was like we have so much land, right? Like there's so much open space in a lot of areas. So like
Yeah.
the idea of developing a 700,000 square foot monstrosity in the middle of, you know, some suburban area is like, it's still not reasonable, but it's like more possible.
Yeah.
These are like pretty rare comparatively in like across the pond. Yeah. Like there's not really as many like fully enclosed, like 40 plus stores in one giant building. That's not as common. Yeah.
No, but yes, not as big, but they do exist. And yeah, no, because there's one in my town which got actually finally knocked down recently, called Friars Walk, which a couple of years ago, back when parkour was really kicking off, a little group called TPK managed to break into it and find out that there's like one guy who comes in is just running security and that's it. And they copied all the keys and they said don't go in the ball pit. Like the ball pit was still full, but it was also.
I guess the difficult part is the differentiating line between like shopping center and mall. And
Yeah.
I'm sure there is one, and it's probably an amount of square feet. Because the thing is, like, I think I know what like you're largely talking about, and that's like more what we would consider like a shopping center, like especially if it's more like vertically oriented.
Sort of. We've got one currently. The Oracle. That's actually like a proper mall. It's like two stories, like 30 plus shops, and it's pretty big. But yeah, Friars Walk was, I think it was about. No, that was multiple. No, that was a full. That was actually a full mall. It was also connected to a big old bingo hall and everything. And it's all been like torn down now.
Yeah, if you ever want to like feel like you're going crazy, I'll you know what, I'll just put it on screen because I think it's pretty funny. This is the Wikipedia article for a list of current and former notable malls in the United States. Just notable one, Dubs. Not all of them. Just the note. Alaska has 3. Alaska doesn't get shit. Alaska gets 3. Are you crazy? What are you talking about? Arizona.
I'm actually going to be talking to a friend from Alaska later. I'm actually going to ask them about these ones.
Yeah, feel free to hit him up about the three fucking malls, 2 of which are in Anchorage.
Diamond Center, Anchorage. Yeah, I think that might be the closest one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like California. Yeah. Holy shit! Like,
Jesus.
It's one of those things that I have to remind myself that states are like, you know, roughly a country, right? In like other parts of the world, as far as like size and like population and stuff. Even Colorado is like so many of the. I think I've been to like one of these, but every state, Florida was fucking lousy with them. For the record, Florida was extremely lousy with malls. It was one of the most malled up places. I think anywhere with warmer weather got hit by them a lot more because they were able to like be more casually open and walk aroundable, and people just like liked being in them more. And also, AC is the other thing. Like, if you have active air conditioning, that's going to pull people in. Wait, what's Hey, Guam? Shout outs to Guam. Sure. Didn't expect to see you, buddy.
That's a state.
I guess Illinois. I just didn't think Guam had malls, but now I know. Yeah, hey, you learn something every day. Illinois, of course, has 100 of them. Probably half of these are in fucking Chicago or right outside of Chicago. Hell yeah, buddy, River Oak Center. Who wants to go get shot? At least that's when I was growing up there. Yeah, that was not a good place to be. Indiana, yeah, huge amount of them. So yeah, we're only halfway down the list to be clear. There's just the
Too many?
U.S. had a mall problem. It's just one of those things where I need to make sure everyone understands the scale because I feel like it might get lost. Because it's like the way you're talking about it, it sounds like, oh yeah, we've got like maybe like one in a major city, you know, and they're like, oh, maybe like one or two others here or there. And it's like, oh, that's like a reasonable amount of shopping centers. Yeah, there would be like two in a town with a population of like 7,000. Like it just made no fucking sense.
Yeah. We need to get people from out of state. Consume the cursed gummy.
Oh, did you not see them earlier? Oh shit, let me show you. They get close to him and they are I was like, crack it open, eat them, pussy, crack it open, eat them, pussy, and then like they got close and I was like, I'm sorry, please don't eat those. Those are really, really not good. Can I find it? Oh, because yeah, they get close to him and they're like mad wrinkly. There we go. Yeah, no. That's where I'm like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm like king shit of like, eat that cursed food, you little wiener mountain. This is like maybe one too many.
Just an orb full of Brussels sprouts and meatballs.
Yeah, this one to me looks like like some like dried up clementine oranges, like the little ones. Like someone just packed an orb full of clementines and forgot them in the Sahara. Yeah, the mum balls, the mummy gum balls.
Oh.
There we go. Sorry, everyone.
God.
Oh God, it took me so long to process the word sensations with an SCE because my brain was so hard locked on that being a P, even though like I know cursive.
Endlessations.
Yeah, Pecentians. Pecansacians. That's right.
Yeah.
Your home of designer fragrances. Presentations.
Eat.
Save that glass though. Those are nice doors.
Oh, what was this one?
That is a really good question, actually.
Wedding store?
I was gonna say dresses would be my guess, like
dresses.
something with really big, bright displays. So either like dresses or like either bridal store, a jewelry store, or a bridal store that also has jewelry available. Because both of those were also super prevalent in malls. Like jewelry store in particular was one. Because like jewelry stores make only one sale every so often. They don't really need a lot of foot space, but they need to be browsable, right? Like in person. So like a mall is like a shockingly good fit for jewelry stores. Oh, Victoria's Secret is another one it could be. Yeah. Just somewhere where you want to have big open displays that make expensive clothing look really good. Actually, yeah, now that I'm looking at it, this does look like a Victoria's Secret. You can tell because the black mold is still a little horny. That's probably just the light coming through the shell, boys.
Yeah.
Chicago and suburbs still have a good amount of open ones, and yeah, there's at least 3-4 jewelry stores per mall. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, I'm not shocked there's still a couple in Chicago, because Chicago had like a ton of them open. Just Cal City, which that's where I spent the very young parts of my life, which is part of why I have such a deep love for the Blues Brothers, because it was feeling seen in Calumet City. Feeling seen in the slums, boys. You don't feel it often, you know? People love talking about New York in movies. People don't say shit about Cal City. Man. Harper's. That's Harper's is Jewelers, right? So we may have our answer. I think this is the same place because I think Harper's was a big jewelers chain. Do you think those? Oh, is Harper's a restaurant? Oh.
Mm.
Restaurant does make sense with the openable windows. Harper's was an American cuisine restaurant. Okay. Yep, that explains. The windows are very American cuisine. Yo! Yo!
The creepiest part. Let's go.
Look, is that supposed to be like a fucked up like sloth or like a
it's an anteater, yeah.
Yeah, an anteater.
Aardvark anteater, yeah.
Yeah. Love how long his face is. No, this isn't Rainforest Cafe. This was they had a kids play area nearby. Right there by the stroller parking. Because a thing that was very common was malls would have areas to drop off your children, which nightmare would never happen these days. But they let you do that. And yeah, they even show here, this Playland is a partnership between Montgomery Mall and Montgomery Zoo. So that was funny little tigers and stuff. The Rainforest Cafe animatronics are like much higher grade animatronic. Like they've got like rubbery skin, that kind of stuff. They're not like the plastic type. Take it from me, the guy who's gone to the first Rainforest Cafe in Galveston, Texas, and had a great time.
Hell yeah.
I'm going back. Not just for the Rainforest Cafe, to be clear. But I will be going there again.
What a lad.
You didn't leave your kid, you sat on the padded benches and watched your kid? Yeah, I mean, if you're a good parent. yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. The gap between when parents were supposed to just leave their kids somewhere and walk away and when parents did do that in Indiana was often the Grand fucking Canyon. Those are mostly for toddlers. It was a different time. Yeah, you didn't, Mom. Yeah, like I said, not for good parents. Also, you knew how fast I could get myself injured, which was insanely fast. Child me finding injury was like 100%. Absolutely insane speed. Oh, yeah. This is a Radio Shack. For sure.
Let me know when you find
a Radio Shack.
A Radio Shack.
Easily one of my favorite lines of Kung Pao. It has aged even funnier as the longer time goes on.
Almost as good as, we're children, we're children, we're children.
We're children. God, the number of times I reference that when there's just little kids in the background of a cutscene. Oh, God. Also, it's just a good life lesson that sometimes children are just being children. Just let them be children. If they're not causing an active problem, just let them be kids. They only get to do it one time. Just leave them alone.
Yep.
What? Oh, took a single breath and went, not without a respirator. Wise boys. Your first good decision of the whole fucking trip. smelling it smells like death and mushrooms and being like, we can't go in there. I haven't played
spores.
I haven't played Last of Us. I'm pretty sure this is how it starts, though.
Just about.
Insane device, by the way. Fucking insane device. You couldn't pay me to step on a scale. I hate that shit. I have a free one at home. What are you smoking? Pay you? It appears to be a tavern. Based on that, yes.
Oh, Namco's, eh?
Wait. Oh, did they have an arcade in here? Yo.
Yeah, it probably was an arcade.
Arcade bar? It was
Yeah,
a
Namco Arcade.
Yo. Namco Bamco. Banco Namdai Games.
Man, I was literally talking about the Namco Arcade, which closed down in London like a fair few years ago. Oh.
Yeah, so many of those big corp ones closed down all at once. It was such a bummer, man. Like that was, it was one of those things that was like right after Aki just like barely made it. All these reports coming out like this place closed down, this place closed down. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Man. I'm like,
I think it was like an sorry,
I was just saying, I'm glad it was like the final push for like, no, every game needs rollback. Hey, Japanese devs, every game needs now they need it too. Now they also don't have a place to go. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Namco Arcade was weird. There wasn't actually any Tekken there or anything, and like I think that's genuinely sort of part of the reason it did actually have to close down. Because they just couldn't do any events there. They couldn't do any tournaments or anything. It was just here's a bunch of things and here's the ticket machines and everything. So yeah, shame it was right next to the aquarium. All the kids could go there.
Stealing alarm. Ty Tuesday can't help himself and will start stealing these. I don't even know what I'd use them for. They're probably just blown out tapes. Just entirely fucking blown out tapes. But damn, I want to see them all. How would you even play them? Do you have a VHS? I bet I could find a VHS player. Those were common. It's not like a beta player where it's like, you have to go back to Earth and like go inside of a flooded building with your, valued compatriot and like climb down into a flooded building and find a beta tape player and then realize you got the wrong one and then go back down. It's not like that, right? Like you can just buy a VHS player. They still make them, I'm willing to bet.
Oh my god.
Yo! That's that shit, dude.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I was going to say that the thing about media, once it's been used a lot, is they will continue to manufacture devices to like read and write said data for a very long period of time, just because it's been an industry standard. Like as soon as something's an industry standard, it'll stick around for way too long. See, vacuum tube computing, which still exists in some hospitals and airports.
Yeah.
Yeah, CRT burn-in. You don't get to see burn-in a lot anymore. Most TVs are like good at dealing with that shit. But man, that used to be a constant threat. Especially for gamers. Oh man, gamers were the worst about that shit. I had one TV that had like the most minor burn-in on the planet right in the middle. It was the pause screen for something. I can't remember if it was the pause screen or if it was the stats indicator for Disgaea Hour of Darkness, but there was a summer where I know I'm so cool, dude. There was a summer basically where all I did was tennis was doing 2 or 3 a days. And this was like right before I went to the academy. So I was still a little high school. So I was like just looking for any kind of activity to distract myself from where I was. So I was just killing it in tennis, doing all day on that. And then I'd get home and just play Disgaea. And there were just times where I'd leave the TV on for probably days at a time. But yeah, I remember very distinctly turning it off and back on one time and like seeing numbers burned into the screen and being like, fuck. It finally happened to me. Luckily, wore out after a little while. It wasn't a permanent one.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's just a very good defense for boomers to use when they don't want their kids to play video games on the TV because they always want to have the TV for movies. You can lie and say it's still a concern.
Shout outs to my childhood TV that had the Mario Bros flagpole burned into it.
That's based. That's based the shit. Ooh. How much radiation damage would you take in Fallout New Vegas if you like bent over and took a sip of that sludge, you think? How many rads per second's in that shit?
5.
Instant ragdoll. Yeah. Me bending over to take up some of the mall slime.
Oh no.
Sick. Other than the fact that they like do weird ASMR whispering stuff, I kind of like these vibes. So I'm gonna give these proper people a shake, additional long term. Yeah, I think that was good. Chat, we feeling good about that one? I feel like their footage quality was good. They did pretty solid. Like the weird whisper talking is like, I don't love it, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I think that was pretty quality. I'm gonna add that to the we do go back there at some point list.
Oh, that's what the research is, or inspiration and all that.
Oh, for Supermarket Simulator?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed the start of the stream, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm like trying to think of new terrible ways to set up my store in the worst way possible. Because they added stalkers to the game now, as in STOCKERS, like people who take the inventory and put it up front. Yeah, and so that means I'm going to go apeshit on that game. It's one of those rules where like if I say out loud on stream if they add X to a game I will go apeshit on it. I will always follow through on that. I have not stopped playing Uni 2 since they added rollback. We got Europeans? Oh my god, we got Europeans exploring US malls? Yes, please. Look at this gazebo. Look at this gazebo.
I just noticed that they were pigs.
The flying gilded pig gazebo with a little king's crown on top. Jesus
what is
Christ.
This area?
I want this. I want to put this in my store. Please, Supermarket Simulator dev. I need the pig gazebo. No, it says fuck where the pig gazebo was.
Oh shit, there's actually still shirts in there? Oh no, it's still open.
Oh, yeah, these are fun usually when they do them because you meet just like one strange character that happens to like be, yeah, like my father helped this guy, so we just have a permanent place here that's never, like we don't have to pay anything. We're just here forever, so we're not leaving. Imagine telling someone who's coming to your store, like, yeah, we want you to come on down to our place. Just don't go to the south side of the mall. That's like a Code Vein level. You'll die. I agree, newbie. They really need to make fucking Mall Souls already because it's like it's the optimal setting for a Dark Souls game. You can even put directories that have maps that guide you around to places, and even the most My Immersion gamers won't give a shit. So people like me with Aphantasia can love it too. Yikes! 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 Wait,
Yikes.
I'm sorry. Does that say Paul Blart creeping something? Paul Blart creaking skull. Ooh, now this is a Victoria's Secret, right? I feel like this is the Victoria's Secret look with like the pinstripes in pink with like the gold outlines on everything. Yo, shout outs to the moped. Sorry, was that just like a theater with no seats?
Yeah, they just took them all.
That's so brutal. That's so brutal. The hall with so many theoretical chairs. Like this would be like the part in Dark Souls where they're like trying to make some really, poignant point, but like my stupid ass is just still salty about the poison food court I just got out of. And I'm just like not getting it. And I'm like, fuck this guy. Oh, this setting's nice. Whatever.
Just one guy at the top lamenting all of the chairs, but then says something where it's just kind of semi-sarcastic and then just chuckles for a little while.
What do you think would be the poison swamp?
Bros of Decay.
Yeah, Bros of Decay. So that's why I was a little worried about this channel. I was like, oh God, with a name like Bros of Decay, they might fucking suck. But if they're European, that's fine. People not from America calling themselves bros usually are like a good time, I find. But like in America, you got to be careful.
Yeah. So yeah, the poison swamp would definitely just be the mold infested areas.
Ooh, like an Orange Julius that's been fully overtaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Me pain through a grimace. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Me constantly frustrated, but still kind of okay with America on the whole relative to the rest of the world. Still gritting my teeth. Yeah, we did a lot of these. Yeah, dude, that American Ice built different. You know what I was thinking about the other day, and I'm wondering if this is the case. So you know how if you like put oil, like a little bit of oil on water, it'll actually like calm the waves and like stop the waves and give you like a very pristine flat surface on the water because it creates like a weird layer that like pulls any waves starting up back down because like the surface tension of the oil like creeps up. Could you make more dangerous ice by like having a body of water with like a tiny amount of oil on it and then it freezes? Because then you would end up with like a perfectly smooth oil slicked ice, right? Would that be the worst case scenario? Is that what cars do when they put oil in the water? Oh my God, I just realized the reason that automotive ice is so dangerous. That's fucking crazy, man. Oh. On top of, constantly melting.
Okay, yeah.
Neat.
All right.
Well, black ice is just when it's like invisible, which is super annoying. I don't know what the exact mechanism is for it being invisible, but yeah, black ice is usually just when you just can't fucking see it, which is horrifying for the record. And that's usually, I think, car exhaust freezing. Yeah, it's exhaust leaving water vapor behind that freezes. Yeah. So it just turns invisible and it sucks, man. It blows. The only time I took a truck off the road, and if my mom's still watching, I think I told my parents about this. If not, hey, you sold the truck. It was all Gucci. So I had a Ford Ranger that my parents were lending me, and I was driving down to West Lafayette from Warsaw, Indiana, and it was real fucking bad on the roads. There was like a road that was just super open, super wide, just fields on both sides, one lane road, horrible winds, crosswinds across both sides. And so like I was taking it as slow as I can. This is why I'm comfortable telling this story, is because it was me being responsible, right? Like it was something bad happened, but it was like I wasn't being a dink.
Yeah, it was an act of God. It was an act of God. You couldn't do anything.
So very slowly going down this road, and I remember like I'm legitimately going like 12, 15 miles an hour on what is normally like a 45, 55 mile an hour road. So I have, people getting pissed off behind me trying to pass me, mostly people 4-wheel drive, all that shit. As I'm going, eventually, even though I'm going, like I said, like 12, 15 miles an hour on this road, get hit by such a nasty crosswind that the truck just starts pointing off the road. Like it just turns to the left and just starts going. And I go to counter steer and nothing happens whatsoever. The counter steer just is entirely whiffing. The tires aren't touching shit. And I just decided instead of counter steering, it's time to gently steer into a cornfield and like try and hold the brakes and like slow it down a little bit, try and make it a gentle go into the cornfield. And I did. Had to wait for a while for a tow. Luckily, the tow was pretty quick because it turns out that having a huge open thing of black ice like that with open fields means, everybody's getting towed. There were apparently like 7 other people who had needed to be towed farther down the road. So they literally showed up in like 2.5 minutes. They were like, let us finish up this one. We'll be right down there. They come on down. We, get towed. I eventually make it off that road, get there. Did pass multiple flipped vehicles on the way, including one that, So there was one, I was an angrier younger man then, and I definitely was a little happier than I should have been that one of the vehicles that felt the need to pass me going 60 when I was white knuckle gripping the wheel going 12 because they thought they were in a big vehicle with 4-wheel drive, which meant the rules didn't apply to them. They found out that physics doesn't fucking care. They found out that physics doesn't care how much you spend on your truck, you dumb motherfucker. You're going over, dummy. So they definitely flipped that bitch fully over on its head. Physics doesn't owe you a goddamn thing. It doesn't care. If anything, physics hates how much you spent on a Bugatti. If anything, physics is going to try and kill you for spending that much on the Bugatti. Then got back to Lafayette and just had to wash mud off the tires. So all in all, not too bad. But it's like the thing about black ice is you'll be driving and you'll know it's sketchy and you'll know it's icy, but sometimes it hits too fast and you don't have time to react to it, right? Like if a huge gust of wind hits and you just happen to be on ice at that time, if you're unlucky and there's no other like grippable road nearby that you happen to steer into, you're done. And that's kind of the thing that sucks about it, is it really is just a case of like, man, you hit black ice the wrong way and you're in damage control mode because you ain't saving shit.
Thank fuck I live in England because I'm 38 years old, still don't have my driver's license, and we have trains.
Must be nice!
It's great.
It's so funny, man. Everyone I talk to, with like one exception in my friend group, is like, so we hate driving way more than our parents, right? And like, I fucking hate driving. How did they do this? It's the worst. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy every time I get in a car. And I'm like, yeah, man, 100%. Like, holy shit. The trains suck here, though. They don't suck as much as getting into a car accident. I fucking promise. I fucking promise.
Yep.
Nothing worse than just having a random refrigerator slam into the side of you out of fucking nowhere at 45 miles an hour. You want to wake up in the morning. I got a fucking cup of coffee for you. Holy shit. Yeah, getting into a motorcycle wreck and then being in rehab for 6 to 7 years. Yeah. And the thing is, like, driving, because a lot of people will be like, I like driving. I was okay with driving when I was like out in the middle of a pretty open area where most driving was like 60, 80 miles an hour, fairly open, not a ton of traffic. As soon as I get near a city or on like a 4-lane highway, I'm like, I would rather die. I would rather be dead. Because that's the trick. It's like driving a car out on an open road beats ass. It's super fun. Having to stop and go a car nonstop and praying to God that the 45 people around you don't decide to be dumb fucks and hit you, less fun.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, you can do both. Imagine if you could do neither, though. Imagine if you didn't have to fucking drive. Imagine if you had the option to not do it. Imagine if you could, like, live in a place and just bike places or take public transportation.
Yep.
In a perfect world. All right, the Euro boys are in the mall.
Welcome home.
Yo, thanks for the watch streak, hold on. Why is everyone whispering in these? Like, I understand you're worried about being caught, but man, if they're already there to the point that they hear you talking, you're already caught. Like, the difference between you talking and whispering is just like how fast they find you after they're already inside. They don't want to anger the mall troll. Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, to be fair, like I'd find it weird if someone's just like kind of shouting or talking normally and it's echoing all over the place.
I'm sorry. I don't know why someone being like, oh my God, from the 1970s is so...
Yeah, that almost got me as well, actually.
Yeah, that's like something America hasn't really been long enough for us to have to specify that. So it's just very fun when someone else, it's like, oh yeah, the 1970s. Yeah.
Oh, from the 1970s. Yeah.
Yes. You think of the resub? Reminds me of another Urbex YouTuber I sometimes watch. He's a lot more nervous in his older videos and his newer ones. He's like, yeah, I got chased by a security dog, whatever. Yeah. At some point you realize getting in trouble is like fake, especially when it comes to this. Cause like, do you think the people who are like actively angry that they're still paying to hold on to this mall are going to pay additional funds to yell at somebody who came inside the mall that they hate? No. No.
Yeah, the lowest they're going to do is just be like, so, come on, man, you got to leave.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you're getting. They'll just be like, hey, man, you can't be in here. Source. I was a teen who often would be in places I wasn't supposed to. And they would pretty regularly just be like, hey, man, you can't be here. And be like, oh, okay, sorry. And as long as you say, oh, okay, sorry, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
A YouTuber I watch who does Urbex occasionally distinctly starts whispering when the room is bigger. So the theory about echoing, yeah, maybe they're worried about like echoing in the video. I would see that. I was a security guard and I said the same thing. Yeah, like whatever. If you're a security guard, it's not like you get paid for arresting people.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is start a fight randomly with someone.
It's almost like we shouldn't incentivize arresting people.
Mm-hmm.
The Northridge Mall is wild. Yeah, there's a couple different little documentaries and explorers who have done that one. Just a lot of deaths. God, I wonder if at this point, like, what would you even have to do, right? Like, if you wanted to prevent this from happening again, you'd have to like pass a legislation that there has to be like a stored amount of funds up front when the place is made that's just like assumed as a cost of opening a mall, that then if it does collapse, that fund is used to get rid of or refurbish it for the city or, you know, whatever needs to be done. It's just insane to me that no one at any point said, but what if it stops being successful?
But they don't think about that. They're not allowed to think about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of cocaine.
Anyway, I'm gonna pop off now. But yeah. Have a good one, dude.
Thanks for hanging out, Dubs. Dumbass. Not Dubs, for the record. I'm not calling Dubs a dumb. It just says that.
She was just about to leave in that. I do. Yeah, have a good one. Peace.
Take it easy. Everybody drop a follow for Dr. Dubs. Dr. Dubs does a lot of super cool art if you haven't seen it. Does a lot of artwork on stream. Also has been doing some speed runs lately, including Donkey Kong 94, I believe is the name of it, which is like kind of like a generally one screen Mario platforming, like kind of like platform puzzle hybrid thing where Mario has a bunch of really weird moves, including like a little cursed handstand front flip thing he does. The run is pretty slick. You should check it out. So drop Dubs a follow. I'd appreciate it. Really good friend of mine. Thank you. Okay, back to Maul. Yo, is that Assy? Look in the back. Assy. That's him. Yo, yeah, somebody wanted the fucking McNuggies in here, whatever they are. You want to talk about a good setting for a Mall Souls game, though? Look at this. Tell me this isn't the most Dark Souls shit you've ever seen. It says get out, free, and then something that it looks like got cut off because they were killed by whatever broke out of here. Clearly broke out of here. This is environmental storytelling. This is art. You step through and you see a boss meter that says Rio the Restrained. The writing on the outside was Rio's followers demanding you free him. Yeah, the ripped flag is like, again, just unbelievable iconography. How do you beat that, man? And thank you, Kiwo SA. God, so perfect, dude. So perfect. On the mirrored pillar. Unbelievable. If the world knew what a metaphor was, it would have just made one. You know that? Oh, also, I want to apologize real quick for not having the captions get turned off. Oh, there we go. Apologize for not having the burger review stuff up yet. The Blizzard has just totally put a damper on stuff. But I'll be picking those up and getting those dehydrating soon. So the best theory people have for the whispering, honestly, the big one is it seems like they don't want to get in trouble. So they just reflexively talk quiet because they know they're not supposed to be here. And then some of them is in really big rooms. The echo gets pretty outrageous. I have a feeling it's more column A than column B, but especially for the ones who've been doing this for longer, probably more column B. Oh, yeah, right. So this one was because, right, there's still a few stores open. So that's the whole thing is, yeah, they're right. That's what it is. I forgot this was the one that still has a couple stores open. So they're just very close to shops in the places they should not be. So yeah, they're running around in the illegal zone. Which, yeah, this does in fact seem like like an illegal zone. The idea that there is an open store somewhere in here is like kind of crazy if we're being honest. Oh yeah, no, Blizzard is in the weather event, not the company. Fucked. Yo, did that say get fucked? Actually, wait. Fuck your mom. Oh, baby. How did I not say fuck your mom? And then we got, does that say, it kind of says get fucked, I think. No, they turned it into the picture ho people. I mean, okay, breaking one of those big ass corner windows is like, that probably felt really good. Yeah, Cutosphere, it's just unhinged to me that there's a mall with allegedly some stores that are functioning right there. Like, not to be like a NIMBY about this or anything, but I don't know if I'd want to shop at a place that has rot directly next door. Oh, those walls definitely close in, right? Oh, yeah. And you gotta like crawl into the ceiling? 100%. How about a Dark Souls? If you mean Mall Souls, yeah, we've been talking about that idea for like 5 to 6 years. Yeah. And that's why I'm mentioning it a bunch. Because, yeah, it's the perfect game idea. That's why I keep mentioning it so much. Because someone needs to hear. No, not a Surge-like. I want it to be Souls. I want it to be atmospheric. I want it to be like Bloodstained. Like, for example, I want the protagonist to never talk. This is so important. I want them to set something in a quirky part of America and no one says shit. Because otherwise you're going to have somebody who feels the need to comment on every shape and it's going to be insufferable. A shady guy pushes you into a ball pit and your max HP gets reduced to half. Yo, bro, the movies! They got the movies, bro! Sorry, I didn't realize the glass was out of that door until they just walked through it. Hold up. Like, this door was there and my stupid brain did not quite parse that there was no glass until he just whoop right through it. Amogus! Amogus! Amogus. God, yeah, and then the movie theaters in the mall where you always have to go up a little bit of stairs so that you can then descend into the theater. Yo, look at that paint color choice, though. Holy shit. That orange, washed out brown, washed out yellow. That's that shit, dude. Yeah, very like Grandma Couch Lynchian. Yeah, I assume a movie theater probably has the most like resellable components of most of the parts of the mall, right? Because like a movie theater, assuming you have a screen that's like the same size as another screen, you can probably move that. I mean, obviously the seats you can move because we saw that they just yoink them. Like one of those rooms in Link to the Past where the tiles just kind of jump out and try to get your ass. Yo, fast travel? Some kind of pee-pee. Some kind of pee-pee lore. Pee-pee, what can it mean? Electricals would probably be what it is. Or trash. I have great news about one of the most overused jokes from one of the greatest comedians of our era, but purely because of his delivery, a certain Mitch Hedberg, which is great news, man. The escalator is temporarily stairs. You can just walk down it. I just assumed you were fine with the glass, for the record. Yo, was that a big face? Yo, there's a big face at the end. That's a Kingdom Hearts logo, isn't it? Isn't that like that's like Roxas? Roxas's bench. Premiere Premiere showing of your mom's pussy. Your premiere showing of your mom's pussy. Oh, holy shit. Oh, it's so bad. It's so stupid. It's like they weren't even close. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Gotta tweet this out. Oh boy. Oh, lovely. Lovely. It's so funny. That's what I mean. It's like the environment even makes up bits for your video game. All for sex? Yeah, they didn't take like the boards off the walls, but everything else. Things remembered, was that just like a souvenir store? Were they just like, we have like photo frames and candles? Yeah, the engraved gift expert. Yeah, they engrave shit. It was like a custom engraving place. Yeah, it was like custom engraved tchotchkes. I agree, though, that Things Remembered would definitely be the Firelink Shrine. It would be the most together room. You would be able to see it from pretty far away. Don't worry, my European friends. I also don't know anything about Elizabeth Arden. Congratulations. I was gonna say, this is just floor samples, right? Like, these are probably just the ones they make generically to put out front. Yeah. Remember to take birth control. Sorry, I don't know why, but the graffiti fucking mad deep in the labyrinth of the dead mall saying, remember to take your birth control is kick ass. Oh, and we got hit by Chunkos. What I love is you can tell some of these are like someone learning to do graffiti for the first time. Like their can control isn't very good. You can see they're moving like closer and farther away from the canvas, as it were. You know, there's a lot of wiggle in their hands and stuff. Also, they're just like kind of writing shit. Like they don't really have a plan. They're just writing stuff like, hey, bitch, and fuck bitches get money. And like they have no idea yet. Yeah, their angles all over the place. Also, whoa. Is this the fire extinguisher boss? Hold on. How did I almost not realize? I was so brought in by the blah and the Dracula that I just didn't even notice that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 fire extinguishers of different varieties. That's what I think fucks me up the worst about this. Yeah, why are there so many? Yeah, this is the anti-fire keeper shrine. This is, and there's more on the other side. Why are there so many? Wait, one of them is like up on a stand. What? You seeing this? Okay, my cursor isn't on screen, but above the like pile of powder, there's a post, and at the post at the top is a golden fire extinguisher. What is this place? You ever take so much ketamine with the boys you all turn into fire extinguishers at the damn club? It's probably a big pile of the solid mass that comes out of fire extinguishers because, like, it's a powder. It settles. Yeah. No, it's they dumped out the fire context clues, boys. Context clues. For electrical fires, the particle matter probably is. Yeah, like the thing with fire extinguishers nowadays is a lot of them are like rated for multiple different kinds of fire and like have a blend of all that stuff. Fire extinguishers are neat, actually.
Weed every day.
Going into the fire extinguisher shrine in BioShock to get the fire plasmid power up.
Yeah, thank you for the donation. I hope you have fun with it. Enjoy smoke bombing people in real time with your fire extinguisher out of your hand. Yeah, whatever it is, it's don't breathe this for sure. Ooh, is this like a JCPenney's? Maybe a Sears? Not really a supermarket, boys. More like a large department store. But yeah, these were, yeah, like a Penny's or something. Yeah, because they have the mirrored pillars in them. They usually have an escalator up to a second floor. Yeah. Yeah, that could totally be a language thing as well. English is second language, etc. So I don't roast or nothing. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I've been in this. I've been in this varietal of store at the very least. I don't know if the this is the Bros of Decay. They didn't come off as terribly Portuguesa, but maybe. I think it might have just been a weird accent moment, but maybe. One of them might be Portuguesa. One of them is? Oh, the cameraman is. Okay, cool. Portugal mentioned. The most intact Sears in the US. God, it feels that way. So, anyone who hasn't been in one of these when they were active, there was always one portion of the store. Because usually these were like the terminal ends of the mall. Like if your mall was a big L shape, the two caps of the L would be like one of these. Like one that was a Sears and one that was a Penny's. Like, yeah, like the anchor of the store. Was that actually the term, anchor store? If so, kick ass. That's a beautiful term. Yes. Okay. Sick. Yeah. The two anchor stores. Yeah. And they would be something like this. That's awesome. That's such a good term, man. That's a term that you say it in context and everyone knows immediately what you mean. That is tight as hell. But yeah, these anchor stores, you would have to find out where the quarter to eighth of it, depending on how big it was the area where they had the perfume and where they had all the colognes and stuff. Because straight up, even if you weren't like particularly like, I'm a little sensitive to smells, to headaches, but not that bad. Oh my God, man. It's like a miasma cloud. It's one of those things where you get hit with 45 perfumes at the same time and they just recombine into whale shit. It's horrible. They're like literal choke points. Yeah, you would walk through it and there would just be a cloud. That's the poison swamp. That's the poison swamp. We just figured it out. That's where the poison swamp is in Mall Souls, is the perfume section of the Sears or of the JC Penney's or whatever. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. The perfume swamp. We got there. Hell yeah, dude. Miyazaki's going to love this shit. I love this. Love their ambergris mention. What can I say? Shout outs to parts of Wales. Oh, I gotta hear this.
Thus began the age of capital. But in the end, money could not be eaten, and hunger took its toll. And the shrines of the lords of land became squalid tombs. Then, they arose, driven by hunger to plunder these dead malls. They were known as the Rats.
Perfect. Also, there's a group of rats. It's a Souls game. I think all 3 Dark Souls games have huge rat mentions. Yeah, you walk down the broken escalator covered in glass. Not your finest pick. Yeah, this was probably the other anchor. Oh, just more of the one they were in. Yeah, I will say the lights these fellas are carrying around with them are huge. Those probably get mad hot. almost wonder if this was the like a children's section, or it looks kind of like a Five Guys that they just slammed some shit in. Did they ever put Five Guys in malls? Because it seems way too big. Oh, boys 8 to 20. This is the kids section. Okay, I totally missed it. Was that written? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this was the kids section. Five Guys were in malls. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't frequent malls a lot, so I'll take your word. 8 to 20. Yeah, children's sizes on clothes are bonkers. It's one of those that we just made up. Oh yeah, not the ages. I just realized what you thought they meant. That's so funny. That would be a very wide range of ages to carry for clothing in one section. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love that. We carry everything from toddlers to full-grown ass men, but it's all in one pile. You figure it out. Oh shit, is that me? Am I in the background on the left? Ty Dog spotted? Oh, we have another angle of the fire extinguisher shrine, and there's even more fire extinguishers than I noticed. What's with all the fire extinguishers? So what clearly happened was some folks who were fucking around in a dead mall, as you do, decided, let's get every fire extinguisher in this place and just blast these motherfuckers on the ground. And they did a ritual of having one last good time with all of the horrendously expired fire extinguishers. To be clear, like, fire extinguishers don't last forever, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure you have to replace them shits after a certain amount of time. And yeah, they just dumped them on the ground. And this summoned the great gold one, which is the fire extinguisher you have to fight. Obviously. They do expire. Okay. But yeah, this is environmental storytelling of someone blasting an extremely sick dude's rock one last time. Oh shit, has someone got their SoundCloud on there? Yo! Yeah, I never lived super close to shopping malls, so I never was like a frequenter of shopping malls, but yeah, they were nice to just walk around in. Do not fall into tree hole, brother. I guess I get it because, like, in Indiana in particular, right, there wasn't like, even if you wanted to walk around outside at a shopping center and like hang out, outdoor centers wouldn't really be pleasant because it'd be, you know, like 87 degrees and like 75, 80% humidity. And also the sun is full brightness. So like, I don't know, I'm sure some people like it. That kills me in 7 minutes. I go outside, I get sunburnt, and I start having heat stroke instantly. So I don't like it. So malls were cool for me. In case anyone was wondering, you know, why would they be good? When outside is miserable, it's pretty cool inside. It also was neat before. So the big thing, right, that malls had for a long time was they would have like small specialty stores that wouldn't be able to bring in enough income to like hold an entire planted location on their own. But like as a collective, they could. The problem being, of course, landlords started charging too much. You wouldn't be able to keep the store open, so stores would leave, and then they'd be like, but I don't have any tenants. What happened? And, you know, that kind of thing. But you could go get like every different thing, right? Like there'd be like really small, neat shops, like, you know, Things Remembered, where you can get an engraved cube for your daughter's, you know, dance recital or whatever. And you couldn't really do that online because online didn't exist. But now you can just get it online. You worked at a Things Remembered? Yeah, we walked around in one earlier. What's your favorite memory from working at Things Remembered, if you don't mind me asking? Can a streamer get a free memory from a Things Remembered? I'm definitely not a fae. I just want it for my own purposes. But just like one treasured memory from there would be sick. Yo. $4.50 for meatballs with rice or pasta? At a food court in a mall? At a food court in a mall? That's like the place where food is the most expensive. A full rack of ribs for $11? I'm gonna go crazy. That's insane. Airports are the place. Airports and special events and concerts or stuff is where food is the most expensive. Now, that being said, malls were not far behind usually. They can't be good though, can they? Oh, mall food? No, it's like mid at best. And at worst, it's, you know, it's borrow. Things Remembered was kind of a sucky job. I knew the hiring manager and it was the first place that actually hired me. So that was nice. Oh, that's a wonderful story. Some airports have normal price food like PDX. God, that sounds awesome. Every place here is like, oh yeah, a McDonald's single hamburger with no cheese. Yeah, that'll be $4. And you're like, come on. DoorDash wants $11 for a 10-piece chicken nugget. Yo, thanks for subbing, Punky Chris. I appreciate it. I think that was a YouTube one, but hey, thanks. Or are they just like not going to show the stores that are open? Okay, we still have more time. Sorry, this guy's saying 1988 is so good. It's okay. You're in America. You can just say the 80s. We didn't really have history, but we really don't like to talk about the history before the 19 happened. And we still don't like talking about most of the history when the 19 happened, if we're being perfectly honest. New mall. Pig. That's a tearjerker guts? What the hell is a tearjerker guts? What is that? I got super balls. They got chiclets. Bro, they got chiclets. Like, it's so much area. It's so much area. Oh, we got the tearjerker guts. Hold up. Let me look at these. Oh, they're just very sour gumballs. Oh, okay. Neat. Oh, your hometown, but not where you worked at the mall. Okay. You worked at. I'm sorry. Wait. No, my brain just fully processed. Jason, are you telling me? Hope you don't mind. It's your username, so I'm just going to use your first name here. Jason, are you telling me that there were two things remembered in the same place? Because that's unbelievable. I can't imagine one thing's remembered holding down. No, okay. I was like, if there's two things remembered in the same town and they didn't think they were both doomed, I don't know what the fuck they were on. Even if it's Cincinnati, Cincinnati doesn't support two things remembered. In case you forgot one. Ah, you're in SoCal. Okay, word. This parking lot looks a lot like the one that was at the mall in Lafayette, Indiana. Laughing sadly. This is the environment of my childhood. Do you like it? They paved over the fields. They told us to go run along the sidewalk and play next to the Walgreens. Ha. Double GameStop mall? That's insane. There was a time when Funko, GameStop, and EV Games recently merged and they had all three at the same time. What? Oh, I didn't work at Things Remembered, but I did work at the competition for Things Remembered, and you're right, two cannot exist. Right? Oh my god, three of those within half a mile of each other, two in the same mall. That's so awesome. Oh, parking lot is the final boss for sure. That's when you finally get out. Yeah, Babbage's, EB Games, so many good ones. Funko Land. Funko Land being every real gamer's favorite because Funko Land did so many terrible things. It's unhinged. The amount of book cooking Funko Land got up to. Outrageous. Funko what? Funko Land. It wasn't Funko with a K, it was Funko with a C. It was like as in like Fun Company Land. Yeah, we've watched the training tapes for Funko Land a couple times. They're also crazy. Funko Land was basically like a really early iteration of GameStop, like GameStop 0.01. No, they didn't have anything crazy. It was like basically, yeah, it was just like a GameStop more or less. And then they got bought by EB Games, which got bought by GameStop, yeah. Here in TO, there's a GameStop in the downtown core. Then you cross the street, enter a mall, and go down two escalators. There's another. TO, is that. Am I dumb? Is that Toronto or am I an idiot? Is there a state that's TO that I'm forgetting? Am I the worst American? It is Toronto, Ontario. Okay, thank God. Yeah, I remember being at one of the Toronto malls where there was like one at street level and then one really nearby. I was so worried. I was like, am I forgetting a state? Am I going to have to give up my American license? Oh, I thought he was insinuating that broke the window. I was going to be like, I have a feeling a rock broke the window. Name all 47 states: Indiana, Illinois, and the rest. Okay, the high fives are sweet in the Big Echo. Yeah, I think this is an open but mostly abandoned. It's another weird feeling. The other place that I've had this kind of like weird, like, God, there's so much space feeling is college campuses with big buildings late at night where like one person is working in the whole building. It's true though. You just start talking quietly, like normally. Work in a hospital overnight and it's strange. Yeah, that would be one for sure. Oh yeah, also, hey everybody, I'm Ty. I stream 6 days a week. If you're already following, please do. I would super appreciate it. Not usually this. Every Friday we do some kind of content, watch along stuff. This is more of a chill one. You know, a lot of times I'm getting mad at bad hack and craft channels and stuff, or watching food review people and reviewing the food review people, or likely what's going to happen next week, where I will be dehydrating and eating a series of burgers that will, I think that's going to be next Saturday is the plan, before mystery tournament, so that I can make myself sick and then enter a mystery tournament and lose. And then feel bad twice. Yeah, it's going to be good. I think tomorrow we're going to do a bunch of Supermarket Simulator. I plan on waking up early, going to the gym, being a hater, coming home, and then probably just supermarketing all day. So, yeah, if you haven't already, drop a follow. It's free. I'd super appreciate it. We have a Clips channel at !Clips. That'd be awesome. If you want to support the channel, you can do so either here with a subscription. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free one. You can use it at any channel on Twitch. So I would really appreciate it if you use it here. That does mean a lot. There's a lot of really good streamers out there, and I know that. I'm no fool. But yeah, and it'll give you an ad-free experience. So if you're, frustrated with the, 90 seconds every 30 minutes or whatever it is, it ends up being, which I think is exactly that. Yeah, a sub would be awesome. It's like $5, gives you ad-free. I'd super appreciate it. Thank you, Bertlesby. That's a great example. And then we also have a Patreon over at patreon.com/TyTuesday. Really cool Discord.
Get into after hours as a contracted inventory specialist. Half the time I have to sneak in through utility back hallways.
Hell yeah. Trying to get into a mall after hours. But yeah, if you could drop a follow. And then there's Patreon. We have a Discord attached to the Patreon. It's a really cool place. I really like it. Just the fact that you have to pay $1 a month is like shockingly mostly upside, because it means the people in there like really want to be there. And if somebody's trying to be a scammer or whatever, a scammer or a creep, we just ban them. And unless they get a new credit card or identity, they're just gone. It's sweet. We've only had to get rid of 2 people ever in all the years, but it was nice that we were able to. So yeah, check it out. We have a cool community. Ads suck, etc. Thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of like Americana farm vibes, like cows, pigs, sheep, that kind of shit. Yo, did you all hear that story about the guy in Texas who was breeding super sheep for rich people to hunt? This shit was crazy. If the answer is no, I'm gonna pull up an article. Yeah. Hold up. The people need to know. Temporarily, Thai News Day aside. Montana man pleads guilty to creating massive Franken sheep with cloned animal parts. 80-year-old man. So this guy's been doing this shit for ages, and Montana pleaded guilty. Sorry, it wasn't Texas. It was Montana. I apologize to Texas this time. To 2 felony wildlife crimes, including his plan to let paying customers hunt sheep on private ranches. They weren't any old sheep. They were massive hybrid sheep created by illegally importing animal parts from Central Asia, cloning the sheep, and breeding an enormous hybrid species. Arthur Jack Schubarth, 80, owns and operates a 215-acre alternative livestock ranch in Vaughan, Montana, where he started his operation in 2013. According to a press release, he had livestock including hybrids of mountain sheep, mountain goats, and other large mammals, which are often used for trophy hunting by wealthy people. Unnamed accomplice kicked off the decade-long scheme by illegally bringing biological tissue from a Marco Polo sheep, the largest sheep in the world, from Kyrgyzstan into the U.S. in 2013. How big are these sheep? An average male can weigh over 300 pounds with horns over 5 feet wide. They are the largest sheep on the planet. The sheep are endangered and protected by every treaty. You also can't import sheep because that's bad. Yeah, you can't just import animals. They have diseases and stuff. You have to like get their shots and shit. Yeah, once he had smuggled the sheep parts in the US, he sent them to an unnamed lab which created 165 cloned embryos. This motherfucker got smuggled sheep parts and then got them turned into embryos. He then implanted the embryos into use on his ranch, resulting in a single pure genetic male Marco Polo Argali that he named Montana Mountain King, or MMK, federal authorities wrote in a press release. By the time Schubart had his MMK, he used the cloned sheep semen to artificially impregnate female sheep, creating hybrid animals. The goal, as the Department of Justice explains it, was to create these massive new sheep that could be used for sports hunting on large ranches. Schubart also forged veterinarian inspection certificates to transport the new hybrid sheep under false pretenses. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't fake documents about the health of your animals, because that means you could be sneaking in animal diseases. Yeah, sold semen from MMK to other breeders. Sent 15 artificially inseminated sheep to Minnesota in 2018. Sold 37 straws of Montana Mountain King. We're on that Montana Mountain King shit. This ain't nothing to me, man. Someone in Texas, according to an indictment, Schubert also offered to sell an offspring of the MMK dubbed Montana Black Magic to someone in Texas for $10,000. Yeah, this is, I think my main thing is I'm glad the Department of Justice got him before he finished, you know? Like, there's something about making, like, the most fucked up and evil sheep that just seems horribly dangerous. Also, yeah, Montana Black Magic is absolutely the name of a dank-ass weed strain, 100%. Yeah, he made the MMK, but he didn't make the one that, like, becomes the devil actual. Dr. Sadler, welcome to Sheep Park. I mean, yeah, he sold the cum. It might still be a problem. That comes out there.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to Sheep Park.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the breeding and cloning and hybridizing isn't the illegal part. It was like getting animal parts from an animal that is not like properly regulated and cared for and like has its shots checked, all that stuff, and then bringing it over, and like he made one here, but like you can't do that. I hate the sentence that comes still out there. Yeah, and then Super Metroid turned to the camera and she said, "The universe isn't at peace." That comes still out there. That jizz could pop up at any time. Oh, congratulations on the unisex bathroom. Wow. Wow, they flushing the toilet. Yeah, dude, The stores are still open, so the bathrooms probably still work. Thank you for the stream streak, death streak. Yeah, they didn't turn off the water. Wow. Yeah, I will say, these boys seem to play it up a little bit more. I don't know if that's just it's their first time. It's funny, though. They've got a little bit of that YouTuber vibe. Wow. Every time they say wow, it's like 1% Mr. Beast. Well, no, this channel, they don't just do malls. They do a lot of they do a lot of European architecture that's been abandoned. Yeah, sometimes it's bad. That's a great point, team. Yeah, we do tend to be. That's a great point, Mega Man. You're the reason I'm entirely hell. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Those flags are so massive.
I wasn't ready for the text to speech to just go, wow. Are the flags backwards or is it mirrored footage? It's the other side of the flag. Back of it. Couldn't they make a forward facing flag on the other side? That'd be weird. Minor dilapidation, a little water damage. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Usually you put the flags upside down for distress, but yeah, if it's a mall, they do it backwards. That's a good point. Brother, do you mean numbers? These signs are very Americans. Do you... The numbers? Okay, I guess I kind of get what they mean. There are like the super like smaller cinemas and stuff where you don't need to like know where they are. Americans want to be able to figure out where they need to go on their own, I think. I think it's your mom's pussy backing up. Hey! Ooh, look at these weird fish. Look at that weird. Are those like supposed to be balloons? Are these deflated fish? Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody give them air. They're so sad. They're like washed out from the sun and also deflated. It's like a sturgeon with scoliosis. Yo! Pinball, 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 pinball. Ding 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 ding. That's the noise of pinball. Get down there, boys. Fuck yeah, brother. No wonder this place is still open. It's an arcade. Arcades kick ass. You should go in. Support local business. Yo! Thank you for the resub. Sorry about your heart condition.
Dead malls are as dead as my heart.
Oh, it was closed. Okay. So he's just sitting in there alone. Closed. If Arcade Legacy is still open, this is pre-2022. Ah. They'll go in there, play some games, leave, and the store was never there. Yeah, that's, again, Mall Souls. So many setups. No, the Deaky.
Smoke weed every day, weed every day, weed every day, weed every day. Smoke weed, smoke weed, smoke weed, 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 weed every day.
The most terrifying thing to hear in an abandoned arcade rings out, muffled by a tarp. Kazuya Mishima wins.
Then I just hear Infinite Azure quietly starting up as a man wave dashes directly into my stomach, killing me instantly. Oh, hell yeah. According to Pinside, Arcade Legacy exists somewhere else in Cincinnati and has 74 pinball tables. Hell yeah! Good. A good arcade made it. Especially if it's like one of those like arcade or pinball places where it's just like a guy who really likes pinball, so he just like put him in a place and maintains them because he wants other people to enjoy him too. There was a place like that in Lafayette, Indiana that was so sick because it was lit. Like the thing is, the hours blew shit. The hours were terrible because it turns out it was the guy who like owned all of the liquor stores in Lafayette and West Lafayette. He had one of the buildings. And like one of the buildings just like ended up not being used. So he just put all of his pinball machines in him and it was open for like 6 hours a day, some days of the week. But it was awesome. It was super fucking cheap. So good. They had that Neutron machine at the time. Damn. Also, yeah, this just looks like a Smash tournament. Couple cool pinball play arcades in Ottawa. Fuck yeah. It's weird hearing people pronounce Lafayette as Lafayette and not as Lafayette or whatever. Yeah. Lafayette, West Lafayette. Yeah, like they're not turning off power or water to the building, boys. If their shop's still open, they're just gonna keep pumping it to the whole place. Literally grew up in West Lafayette. It's wild thing to call them out. Yeah, I mean, I went to Purdue for college. I was a mechanical engineer, so that's why. If you're from West Lafayette, you will know immediately when I say, yeah. I was a Purdue kid, so yeah, you know. Sorry, everyone's saying there's a Paul Blart poster that I missed, and I'm like not sure if there's like if it's a bit happening or if I like am legitimately. Because if I'm missing a Paul Blart poster, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, I didn't see it. Dad was a professor at Purdue. There was. Where was it? Was it like up there somewhere? Oh, I don't think that's a Paul Blart photo. If you mean that. Oh no, right there, behind him on the left. Oh, Paul Blart, the mall security room. We're big fans. We're big fans here. He's really our hero, you know? Yeah, sorry. I saw a photo of a security guard on the wall next to the broom, and I thought that's what you were talking about. I didn't see there was one down the... I apologize, everyone. I didn't see the Blart. That's on me, dude. We have Paul Blart Mall Cop in the Mall Cop room. Unbelievable, dude. They even like start to zoom at it and then cut away. How long has that coffee cup been there? I know there's nothing in it, but it would take everything in my power to not just want to pick up that safe and carry it out and see if I can figure it out later. Yeah, jitters, caffeine. I'm thinking they just don't know how important it is that there's a Paul Blart poster in the mall cop room. Hell yeah. So it sounds like they're the one person who still has a store here is like, yeah, no, fuck around the other parts. We don't care. Yeah, we want them to fix it. Six fire extinguishers. Good eye. Getting info vibes off this. I think the sign's really info coded. Is that the pigs? The pig gazebo. I love the pig gazebo. Oh my god, I love the pig gazebo. I love the pig gazebo. They could find an anomaly and I'd be like, oh damn, I love how they say that word in a funky way like me. Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, I can definitely hear the slightly different accents between the two of them. Well, slightly, the different accents between the two of them. Oh yeah, these like cool little fake piano light things, like they look like keyboards. I was thinking pig gazebo would be just like one of the Covenant zones. Like you get into you have to like figure out a bunch of mysteries to get into the pig gazebo, and then they let you into a really cool covenant. Yeah, you need to get the graven cut of that pig image. And then if you bring that goddamn pig image to the pig gazebo, then you get to move on. But you have to have that pig image. Yeah, man, and that's the thing, right? Like, people aren't gonna shop here. Like, even if you have a nice store set up, it's surrounded by depression and decay. Yeah, also true. That's a good point. Like, if the walk is not like pleasant and nice and AC and there's like pretty stuff around and nice music going on and it's very pleasant, it goes from being an upside that it's a long walk to like a downside that it's a long walk, because now it's a long walk through a place that sucks. And yeah, especially if you're like sick or have like any form of like a disability that gives you mobility issues, yeah, that fucking blows. Yeah, this looks like either like a daycare or some kind of like Discovery Zone play place type thing. Really? Cherry. We made it. Sorry. What else do they got? Bubble King Assorted. Sour cotton candy bubblegum? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry, what? Sour cotton candy bubblegum? Ugh. Ugh. Like, I don't know what it is, but I have like become so averse to cotton candy flavoring in anything, because it's like, I would rather it just say sugar, because if it was just sugar, then it would be like, oh, that's good. That's enjoyable. It's a little simple. It's a little basic. It's a little one note, but I enjoy it. But no, they add like a weird flavoring to it that just isn't good. It feels like the sugar went bad. And I don't know why they keep making cotton candy flavored stuff. Oh, I don't love it. And the idea of making that sour, like putting like some kind of malic acid or like ascorbic acid or whatever it is you put in there, citric acid, you know, whatever your favorite, you know, hydrochloric acid, whatever you put in there to make it sour. Ugh. Boric acid, that's right. Hydrosulfuric acid, whatever you got to use, you know, get the job done. These never expire. They do. This is a beautiful exchange of two friends. Yeah, candy never expires. Yeah, it does, man. Thank you, Portuguese friend, for leaning in and going, no, man, these don't look good. Sometimes an angel has your back, brother. Also, of course, it's a fucking Kohl's. How are they not saying anything about the fucking pig gazebo? They've looked at it like 19 times and they haven't said a goddamn word about the confusingly pristine pig gazebo. Like everything else around it has fallen to some form of decay, a little crumbling, perhaps a fade here or there, but the pig gazebo is immaculate. How are you not mentioning the pig gazebo? Do Belgians have pig gazebos? Got any Belgians in chat? Y'all got pig gazebos over there? I cannot wait for some Europeans to give me their opinion on Coles. I live for this. Yeah, he did too many combat rolls and his durability's down. So as wild as it sounds, elevators are maybe the safest mode of transportation that has ever existed in human history. It's actually nuts. That being said, you probably should be in a place where, like, if it does get stuck and someone needs to get you out of it, it won't take them 2.5 hours to get there. Because that is the one way that elevators do go wrong sometimes, is not opening up. They'll almost never kill the person in them, but you'll be, hanging out for a couple hours. It's better than any other transportation, but still not, a great time. Cincinnati has a thing for flying pigs. That's sick. Yeah, elevators are safe, providing nobody, circumvents the mechanics. And even then, it's, hard to circumvent the mechanics. Have you seen how thick a rhino cable is? If you need to pee very bad, yeah, you're pissing in the corner, gamer. The rhino cable is the big cable that holds the thing. The reason elevators are so safe, and I'm willing to go to bat for even fucked up elevators, is because elevators are a relic of a bygone time, of a time where we so severely over-engineered things that they will not break, even if you want them to. What is the name for it? I think the Rhino was a series name. That might have been the brand name of the cabling. But just the cables that are involved in elevators, the main cables, are insane. They're so... Yeah, any game that has you cut an elevator cable, insane.
Nice.
What also is insane is that hot raid from Alex. Yo, what's good, Alex? How's it going, man? Were you playing a little bit of... Was it a cowboy time? Was it a Warhammer time? Were y'all doing some rogue trading? Was it a little Helldivers o'clock? What was popping off, y'all? Howdy. We're watching some Dead Malls because I've been doing a bunch of supermarket simulator recently, and I was like, what better way to learn how to design a mall than watch a bunch of videos of abandoned malls and copy the greats? It was an anime time. Oh, shit. Deep dive about J-Rock? Fuck yeah, dude. I love a little J-metal here and there, so I'm about it. But yeah, thanks for the raid, Alex. I'm Ty. I do a lot of video game stuff normally. Like tomorrow, we're gonna play a shitload of Supermarket Simulator. I did an unbelievable amount of Balatro recently, like 24 hours across like 3 streams. We'll be doing some more. Sorry, I'm like looking through a bunch of stuff here. Oh, more Pizza Tower at some point soon, because I do want to go through and get P ranks on everything in Pizza Tower. Probably some more Tetris Effect as well. A lot of Balatro, all sorts of stuff. And a bunch of weird stuff as well here. I have some ROM hacks. I have some mods that I'm planning on playing through with friends once they're out of the Dragon's Dogma 2 hole, etc. So yeah. Hey, drop a follow if you haven't. I'd appreciate it. And thank you so much for the raid, Alex. Hope you have a good one, man. We should definitely get up to some Hunt Showdown soon. I am still dog shit, but it is a fun time. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, sick. Yeah, I need a game where I'm like stressed, but like at a low level for like 40 minutes at a time. So I'm in the Hunt Showdown again. Oh yeah, no, this guy turns into PewDiePie if you give him like a Super Mario mushroom, but it's like it has like a slur written on it. All right, this fella's just chatting about them all. Oh. They've encountered some kind of ghoul that they cannot show. This has to be a character too. For sure. Talking to a blur. What we've realized over the years of watching Dead Mall stuff, because we do this like, I don't know, like once a year or so, is you could make the ultimate Dark Souls game set in a mall. It like set in an abandoned mall and it'd be so hype. Like it writes itself. Oh, I need anyone who just got here, I need you to see the most important thing that these 2 Belgian boys will not talk about, and it's driving me off a goddamn cliff because they keep walking past it and they keep walking up to it and standing right next to it, and they will not talk about this motherfucking pig gazebo. They will not. No, not the Surge. Souls. It's got to be Souls aesthetic. That's the thing. People keep trying to be like, what about this game? No, it has to have the ambience. It has to be like cold and quiet. Oh yeah, also there was a Paul Blart poster in the mall cop room, which is fucking goated. Fatito, what is that? That's the pig gazebo. They don't talk about it. It's driving me nuts. They refuse to engage with the pig gazebo. Oh, they don't have enough insight. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, they're just they're not American enough to properly perceive the pig gazebo. Okay, yeah. You need to be notably more American. Oh yeah, do y'all want to see the best graffiti we saw today? Also, if you're from the Alex raid, I'm going to help you decide whether or not you want to follow me or you want to leave and never look back. I'm going to show you a piece of graffiti that we found that made me laugh so goddamn hard. If I can, oh no, maybe, hold on. F11. There we go. Premiere showing of your mom's pussy. I cannot get over Premiere showing of. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so perfect. Premiere showing of your mom's pussy. It's so good. That wasn't the video, but yeah. So after we were done laughing about the Premiere showing, they went to open up the like piece of glass that they put the movie poster behind, and the glass slides down like a fucking finger guillotine and almost takes one of them out. Okay, honestly, hanging out in a theater with the lights all off is pretty cool. Okay, this happens every time. Okay, so this happens every time where they rip the seats out. Is it like I was assuming it's because they're the easiest thing to flip, right? Like other movie theaters will probably need them. But man, don't people usually hang out in a theater with all the lights off? No, they usually put a big light on that shows a movie in it. The seats are expensive and also the easiest to replace. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it seems like it'd be an easy flip. And theater seats probably are designed to try and live forever, right? The fucked up part, Chad, is you come to this area really early on and there's nothing in it and it's totally abandoned. And then you come again really late game and all of the cup holders are full. And then a boss fight starts, obviously. Right? Wow. They do say that a lot. That's so weird, though. Yeah, Caroline, it's so cute whenever they're just like, oh my god, so American. It's like, I love this. I need to go to Europe so I can be a dumb fucking American over there and marvel at things that they're like, yeah, it's a pub, bro. We have 100. And I'm like, no, but it's like really old. They're like, it's 150 years old. That's nothing. Isn't that what most Americans do? That's what most people who travel the world do, yeah. Why would you take the seats? Because they're probably pretty easy to sell to other theaters. Oh no, that's just the people you're talking to, Caroline, because there's definitely people in America who also are very shitty to any foreigner. As someone from Indiana, I can confirm this. I have lived proof. God, Nelson JD, it was so funny when they did Movie Pass and there was just like a couple months where everyone I know was going to movies constantly. Wait. Wait, did the fire extinguisher madness take these boys? Oh no. The shrine has started inflicting its curse on them. They didn't even notice. It just happened. It just happened passively. That's why it's so scary, dude. Yeah, this is how the madness goes. Oh yeah, I should mention. There was a fire extinguisher. Where are we at now? 52, 53. There was a fire extinguisher ritual circle. Where was that? It's a little tough to find, but there was a big ritual circle with a big golden extinguisher in the middle of it. It was completely insane. I remember it was definitely these boys because they reached down into a pile of it, and they're like, "Is this snow?" And I'm like, "My beautiful, stupid children, no." There it is. So, this pile of fire extinguishers. Oh, it must be fake snow, boys. Whoa. I love breathing fibers. It's the best. All right, we'll back to business. I saw W power and got scared. Willpower. We got away this time. That's right. Stop. Don't do it. Are you trying to turn on the projector? Boys. He's become aware that the madness took him. Oh, sorry. I was trying to turn down volume, and YouTube decided the down arrow meant back 5 seconds this time. No, don't let it out. Don't let it out. Don't let it out. Don't let it out. It's over. It's over. It's getting out into the public now. This is the worst ending, by the way. These boys right here have just discovered how you get the worst ending, which is you thoughtlessly prop the door open, not realizing the horror you have just committed. Thus begins the Age of Dark. Lure Reveille. Yeah, I'd hang out at Lure Reveille. Yeah, I was gonna say the parking lot is parking lot. Wait, he's cooking. Wait, the parking lot. Wait, he's onto something. wait. No, it is the parking lot. All right, so the parking lot is the battle arena for sure. Yeah, you just start like going up and up floors. Meow for me. Oh, they meant they were gonna. Okay, see, they said they were gonna get onto the roof of the building, and I assumed they just meant they were going to get to the top of the parking garage. To which I was gonna be like, yeah, that's a great place to smoke if you're a teen. But no, they mean they're gonna jump over to the roof of the mall. To which I say, get them, boys. You know what they're not? That's right. It says it on the wall behind them. Pussy. Devo would love that. Ooh, like, I mean, you're not gonna fall anywhere, right? But look at the condition of that wood. That wood has seen more time than most of us. Goose. this is an optional encounter. You can simply respect the geese, but if you do try to encroach their territory, the geese will kill you. I trust the roof. I don't. One of these has sense. Uh-oh, boys, you need to stay away from them geese. Boys, the geese. You're not going to believe it, boys, but the top of the mall is about the same area as the first floor on the inside of the mall. Yeah, the thing is, like, can you win a fight with a goose? Yeah, absolutely. Is it still going to hurt you a lot? And then also the goose? Yeah. Just don't engage with geese. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, you'll win, but you're not going to do a no-hit run of fighting a goose. Unless you have like a lot of practice, in which case goose fighting Lewis is an outlier and should not be counted. Chad, I feel like I like these goofballs. I think I like these guys. I think we drop them a follow. I think we sub these boys. Yeah? How are we feeling, chat? Can I get a yes? Can I get a no? Thumbs up, thumbs down? We're in a reverse Caesar situation. If you all say thumbs down, even if I like them, I'll put them in the toilet. They're cool? Yeah, yes. Nice vid. Give them a nice vid. Yes. They're all right. They seem cool. Thumbs up. Fuck yeah. All right, cool. I am glad that we have found back-to-back pretty cool little explorer folks. Yeah, I mean that was most of what I wanted to do today was just take a quick check-in, see what's going on there. And now I'm opening another stream to drop the old raid on. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm Ty. I stream like 6 days a week. If you aren't already following, please do. I would super appreciate it. I'm terrible at getting follows, bro. It's crazy. They're free. They're the free part. It should be the easy part, but I'm so dog shit, man. So if you could like drop a follow, I would really appreciate it. If you'd like and you want to watch more without ads, sub would be cool. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, if you can't give, obviously, I understand the economy's kind of dog shit right now. If you have any other friends that watch streams or just friends online, throw them a clip every so often. I'd super appreciate it. Word of mouth is the #1 way I do it because I don't have an advertising budget because I'm just a guy. Yeah. So thanks so much. I'd appreciate it. We're going to raid on over to my very good friend Tina Hacks, who is playing some Tetris Effect Connected. She forced me to play it by making me look at it and going, damn, Tetris is good. So we're going to go support her. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll catch you tomorrow with some super